Hey guys, a very good evening to all my crypto believers. So, have you all been curious about what's happening in the market? Don't you worry, the CoinWorks got you covered. Okay, so before starting with the updates, let's quickly quote today's headlines. Bitcoin touched $68,600 for its new ETH, whereas Cardano soars 12%. Solana surpasses Tether by market value, enters fourth place with $75 billion. Litecoin hits 6-month high as LTC price soars 20% in 24 hours. Retail focused Singaporean CBDC to hedge against privately issued stablecoins. Let's start off with a refresh feed. Firstly, Bitcoin has proved that whenever a lion takes a step back, he does it to take a huge jump on its target. Yes, after being trolled for going down, Bitcoin again claimed an all-time high and came to the eyes of investors, so let's have a look at it. Bitcoin broke its own all-time high of $67,000 in less than 3 weeks and set a new one of approximately $69,000. Ethereum followed suit and set a new high, while Cardano, with a 12% increase, has benefited the most from the larger cap alts. The leading cryptocurrency was struggling around $60,000 just 3 days ago. The community wondered if it would be able to stay above that for long. 3 days in the market, though, can bring a lot of change. Rather than falling below $60,000, Bitcoin went on the offensive and began rapidly increasing in value. BTC soared by thousands of dollars yesterday, reaching $66,000 as previously reported. It was just $67,000 away from settling a new record. It ultimately did so after some time below that mark, charting a new high of $68,600. In the last 24 hours, the second largest cryptocurrency also set a new high. ETH had slipped below $4,500 a few days ago, but the bulls came in and drove it higher. Ethereum reached $4,860 on the most recent surge up, becoming the new all-time high. Binance Coin, Solana, Ripple and Polkadot are all up a little today. Shiba Inu and Terra have added about 4% to the value of the house. With a 12% increase to approximately $2.3, Cardano has risen, the highest among the top 10 coins. Further, after a long time, we've seen a rivalry apart from meme coins. This is a real war, isn't it? Solana has defeated a couple of coins and is on its way to battle ETH. Let's have a look at what's been cooking in this one. According to CoinGecko, the Ethereum killer Solana Crypto has surpassed Tether as the largest stablecoin provider in terms of market valuation, with $75 billion compared to $73.8 billion for Tether. Solana is currently ranked 4th in terms of market capitalization at the time of publication. BNB, its nearest competitor, is currently in 3rd place with a market capitalization of $109 billion. The most recent surge, which began in early November, has gained the majority of its capitalization. Tether has yet to restart the printer, implying that Solana still has time to acquire traction and establish a slight advantage. Market cap of Tether increases by an average of $1 billion with each new token issuance. The prior rise of the NFT industry and decentralized applications has contributed to Solana's rising market value. The Solana network is the second largest network for NFT art, with a total market capitalization of about $1 billion. In addition to NFT, the decentralized financial industry provides Solana with an additional $15 billion in valuation, bringing the project's overall capitalization to nearly 20%. The project has been branded a Ethereum killer, or a replacement for the Ethereum network's astronomical fees. Solana delivers a substantially larger network bandwidth, about 65,000 transactions per second to the table, in addition to relatively low fees. The present network holds 2,486 transactions per second, according to the Solana Block Explorer, which is less than the 10% load mentioned on Solana's own website. The Solana network had previously been offline for more than 24 hours due to a high transaction volume, raising worries in the community regarding the network's claimed ability to handle a large number of transactions at once. So now moving towards our next segment, we'll now talk about how Litecoin also crossed its 6-month all-time high and is flying right now. 9th November indeed was a cool date for these mainstream coins, wasn't it? For a long time, all I'm getting is this meme coin battle. It's good to see them performing well too. Let's have a look. On November 9, Litecoin saw daily gains of about 20%, the biggest values for LTC USD since May 2021, as part of a broader cryptocurrency market surge fueled by inflation fears, according to analysts. In just 3 days, the 14th largest digital asset increased by little more than 25%, bringing its price to about $250 on Coinbase. Meanwhile, the entire value of cryptocurrencies has surpassed $3 trillion for the first time. According to data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro, Litecoin's ongoing price gain was inspired by similar upside moves across the major digital asset pairs. Only a handful top alternative cryptocurrencies such as Litecoin performed better against Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. According to Messari data, the heavily traded LTC BTC instrument increased by over 14%, indicating a shift in money from Bitcoin to Litecoin markets. Based on a typical bullish reversal pattern known as a falling wedge, the technical prognosis for the pair projected more gains ahead. After bottoming out near $103 on July 20, the price of Bitcoin has risen by more than 150% in terms of US dollars. However, the big upside advance of the silver to Bitcoin's gold cryptocurrency has sparked a bearish reversal view, signaling that its ascent is ready for a break. The rising wedge pattern is the polar opposite of the falling wedge pattern. It starts out wide at the bottom out but gradually narrows as the price climbs. When the price breaks below the lower trend line and subsequently targets levels with a length equal to the wedge's height, this is considered a bearish confirmation. The wedge gold could move between $117 and $21 depending on where Litecoin starts its negative breakout. A decisive break above $250, on the other hand, might invalidate the rising wedge pattern, putting LTC on track to reach $300 as its next price target. So moving forward with our last segment for today, I guess now Singaporean CBDC is all set to stop crypto scams. Do you guys remember that Squid Game token? Yeah, that was a huge scam. Its websites just got vanished. So just reduce these investment risks. I believe Singapore government is set to collab up with these private firms. Let's dive into this one. Under the Project Orchid program, Singapore's central bank, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, has increased its efforts to explore and develop a central bank digital currency for retail usage. Singapore's retail CBDC will be developed in collaboration with private firms, according to MAS Managing Director Ravi Menon, and will be the digital equivalent of today's notes and coins. Menon, who spoke at the Singapore FinTech Festival, emphasized the importance of retail CBDCs in facilitating faster and more secure online transactions, as well as creating a more inclusive payment ecosystem. In Singapore's payments ecosystem, he also feels that establishing an in-house retail CBDC can lessen the inherent investment risks when dealing with privately produced stablecoins or overseas CBDCs. A MAS issued digital Singapore dollar that is compatible with the needs of a digitalized economy could help to alleviate this risk. However, obtaining a retail CBDC is not a simple decision. Menon cautioned that if people held a majority of their assets in the form of digital Singapore dollars, central banks would be unable to issue sufficient loans. However, by constructing the retail CBDC with logical controls such as stock and flow limitations on the amount of digital Singapore dollars that anyone is authorized to place with MAS, we can likely handle these concerns. MAS previously experimented with wholesale CBDCs under the Project Ubin moniker with the goal of identifying various cross-border payment use cases. Singapore, according to Menon, will make regulatory sandboxes based on current frameworks easier to set up for market testing low-risk activities in a controlled setting. So we would now wind up with our assessment for today evening and meet you all tomorrow with even more interesting stuff. Until then, you may consider joining our Telegram channel for free crypto signals. Visit our blog linked below for guides, reviews and tutorials, and subscribe to the channel and get daily updates about the crypto market. Lastly, with this little favor of CoinMonks, we hope you stay updated. Thanks for watching and have a nice day ahead.